Hi,
Hi,
I'm Doug Sprinkle.
and I'm Emma Loggins Sprinkle.
This is Fozzie when you see the little nose pop up every once in a while here. Hey, Fozzie. Hi. So, we're doing an unboxing video here.
I'm here for moral support.
Yeah,
so.
she's here for moral support. Your tech ops.
Sure, we'll call it that.
Got a Fujifilm X100VI. Figured this is something worthy of an unboxing, so we're going to try it out. Full disclosure, I am not a professional photographer. I am a designer by trade. I've been a creative leader for many years now, and as such, being a designer, last year, kind of late last year, honestly, I found out about this really cool looking, very nice compact camera from Fujifilm called the X100VI. And it was because of Jeff Sheldon with Ugmonk, ugmonk.com, great place, love it. He had taken one to Europe on a family vacation, was taking really cool photos, and was like speaking about it in his emails and everything like that. And it sounded really cool. I looked into it, and turns out that I was about a couple million people late because of TikTok early last year. So that was a little bit eye-opening. I was like, oh, this is a really cool camera. I think I want to get one. And then it's like, well, you really can't. So I talked to a buddy of mine, Bill, who, hey Bill, how's it going? Who gave me some good advice and everything. I was asking him, is this camera worth it? Where can I get a 105? And it really wasn't a lot of options. The things have been sold out for a really long time. But he gave me some really good advice. He was like, hey, just kind of looking at trends and everything, there might be something happening in February because Fuji tends to do these announcements around then. There's kind of rumor that there's going to be the next gen, the 6. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to wait. About 1:03 a.m., less than 3 minutes into it being released, I got one. And that was actually pretty cool, too. That was like not even 2 weeks ago. I think it was like 10, 11 days ago. And I got it through B&H Photo, and the thing shipped pretty promptly. I'm pretty happy with the speed of that. I am going to touch on that a little bit, just kind of like order volume that is out there in the public and what some of the like Fuji rumors are talking about as far as production and speed and supply chain and everything. All orders with the 5 got halted, all the kind of back orders, and that was sort of a sign that there was probably something going to get announced. I think this happened back in January. So that kind of like gave people a little bit of, information to work with. And one of the things that I heard is that they might have done that so they could maintain the existing components from the 5 to repurpose into the 6. Pretty sure that's what actually happened here, judging by some of the stuff that Fuji has said in the past couple weeks. Also, for more information, if you want to see like really cool presentation and all the spec details and everything from actual professionals, it was 12 days ago was the X Summit in Tokyo. Look it up on YouTube. It's about an hour and change long, has a bunch of great material in there and really good like initial unveiling of this Fuji X106. So without further ado, I'm gonna open the box.
I also want to say a shout out to my friend James, who also gave me a heads up when this thing went live for orders. So we had a few people reach out to us because Doug really wanted this.
I'm gonna use my James brand knife, also another great brand there.
Look at you doing product placement.
I know, right?
This is his first unboxing video, so he's seen me do a gazillion of them. So
I have been behind the camera for you unboxing stuff. All right, so what do we got here? Oh, I should add, I said I'm a designer and I lead creative teams and everything. Packaging is a huge part of my career, so I nerd out over good packaging. And this is already starting off strong with good structural insides here in the way that they kind of partitioned things out. So we got our basic quick tutorial starting instructions. Ooh, Capture One. My photographer at work uses this. This is actually really legit software out there in the professional field of photography. Anybody who's watching this video probably knows way more about that than I do, but cool. This, I'm betting, is going to be probably some of the cords and whatnot. Oh, this thing is so adorable. All right, pretty simple here as far as like
it's small.
They've got like a I'm forgetting how the form is called on this, but we've got like a foam insert here. That's all that was in the box. This is kind of the beauty of this thing in the first place, right? This is why I wanted to get one of these, is simplicity. So this whole compact aspect of it, the fact that it's not going to be really huge and bulky, like when you get into some of these lenses, like that sucker right there.
This is a great lens, 16 to 55, and I love it.
It's amazing. It's also not super easy to like just carry around in your pocket. So I wanted to get something like that. That's why I really was drawn to like what I saw Jeff Sheldon talking about on his and everything. And of course, there's a lot more to those cameras from the X100 series that Fuji did. And the whole thing there is that they kind of are trying to bridge the gap between traditional film and digital and giving all these features that you can, on the spot, in the camera itself, do things that are a little more greasing the skids for people who want to have that experience of film, but don't really want to, or don't have the capability to be doing it with true film. I don't know if I worded that well, but I think you get the idea. All right.
This strap is so thin.
Oh my God.
Like, I love the difference between the straps here. The thickness is pretty comical.
Here, look at this thing. All right.
That's nice.
I love. Okay, I'm not going to try to go through all of the actual technical specs of the 106, but I will say this. I know that...
I'm just looking at the size difference between... It's
Oh, yeah.
similar.
It's similar.
It's similar.
A little shallower and
Yeah.
definitely a little narrower on the overall width. The weight is nice. It's got enough weight to feel like you've got something with substance to it, that you've got a grip on it, but also it's not too heavy. This wouldn't be like weighing me down if I was carrying around, you know, trying to just tool my way around the city and have some fun. The 5 had, I'm not going to remember, 20 something megapixels. This is a big jump up. This is 40.2 megapixels. That's something that Fuji was really proud of when they were talking about their 5th generation processor and everything like that goes along with it. So it's amped up. It's got like some juice to it. Also, I don't have the exact weight, but I know that this one is very slightly heavier than the 5 was. I'm not really going to be able to know because I don't have anything to compare it to, but I can say, again, it feels like a good weight to me. I went with the silver and black because when I did photography back in undergrad, like 20 years ago, I was using a Canon AE1 that was my dad's. I think it might have actually been my grandpa's first, from 1974, I believe it was, or 1972. And film camera, obviously, loved it. It had that kind of traditional styling of like the silver and black, and I went with this instead of the all black. I saw something that Bill sent me the other day too, that it was like, so far 58% of orders are the silver and black, so apparently I'm the majority.
I mean, that is also the choice
Yes,
that I made.
it is. What else we got in here?
We
Okay.
got some cords and some straps. You got a battery.
We do have this very slim cord.
You have no SD card. I just want to point that out.
I don't, do I?
He thought there was going to be an SD card in here, and I'm like, no, there's not going to be an SD.
All right. What's in the box? On the back of this sucker.
That is not going to be legible in this video.
No, it's not. Package contents. Digital camera, X100VI, rechargeable battery, lens cap, USB cable. Thank you. Shoulder strap. And then in 9 languages.
So now Doug has a cool camera and no way of saving any of the photos that he takes with
Sure
it.
don't. Gonna have to solve that real quick. This one now shoots in 6.2K video, which is gonna make some massive file sizes. So I'm gonna have to get
big
like
SD
gonna get a really nice SD card, something with plenty of space on it. But yeah, I think the previous, I don't even know if the 5 was a 4K or not, but 6.2K is a pretty significant jump. I'm curious to see how that goes. I'm not really huge on like video, but I'm gonna see what I can do with this thing. Oh, the naming. I gotta talk about the naming thing because like it's, anybody who's watching this part already knows how funny this is. But like I said, I'm a creative, I'm a designer. The vast majority of my career has been rooted in brand identity and strategy. So I crack up at what Fuji did with the X100 series. The first one, X100. Second one, X100S as an S for second. Third one, X100T for third. Fourth one, X100F for fourth. Then they're like, wait a second, 5 starts with an F too. So X100V, and now X100VI, because I find it really amusing. It makes me happy. It's almost like Fuji was like, oh wow, yeah, let's try this side gig here, and then all of a sudden it turned into like their best selling thing ever, and they're like, oh whoops. Didn't really plan very far ahead on that naming convention, guys. But I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this. I hope that you guys like my very simple unboxing video here, and yeah, cheers.
Bye, guys. I really look forward to seeing you try to put all of that together.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yep.